On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what a one, a blessed and wonderful Friday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, to the name Friday, the day when Mr. Smile smile upon some of the ones and ones them pocket. So while traversing the streets from Moran Point to Negril Point, continuously look out on a corner eye. Safe travel, pan the gravel, and please remember, the old dirty corner boy them always out there alerts. Yeah man. So we're gonna kick it off this morning over there in the troubled, war-torn, crime-plagued Kingston Central Police Division, where the ongoing gang war between the Darksyde and the Genasyde gangs continue to wreak havoc in the lives of the regular members of Chan Public living in that volatile space. Now at least 30 persons are now homeless following two separate firebombing incidents that troubled the community of Southside Central Kingston in the wee hours of Thursday morning. So in yesterday morning's blog, I gave a brief rundown of what is happening in that particular space, some of the names and faces of the would-be criminal elements in that space also. The attacks happened minutes apart on Rum and Rosemary Lane. One of Jamaica's netballers, Latanya Wilson, who is a member of our Sunshine Girls, was also affected in that horrific firebombing. Yeah man. Latanya Wilson says that she was awoken by shouts from her sister that their house located on Rum Lane was on fire. She says she grabbed her laptop and passport before running outside. It took only a few seconds for Wilson to realize that she had left behind her 3-week-old cousin and other relatives. The infant was, however, safely rescued. Her other relatives also escaped unscratched, but were helpless as their house burned to the ground. So we're going to hear from Latanya Wilson, then we're going to hear from Sandra Dick, which is her aunt, and another neighbor known as Stephanie Broomfield, as they weigh in on that horrific event that took place along Rum Lane in the Southside community. Listen.
I'm kind of like feeling several different emotions right now, and I think the key lesson out of this is just to be grateful for life, because 1 minute you can be on top of everything and then the next minute you can just lose everything in a quick second. And I think for me it's just that I'm more grateful that I have life, and whatever I've lost in the fire is actually repaired.
Every minute them war, but all this early morning them war, so I start paying them. But then she start crying. The crying I get annoying to me, because she cry and she say, Ratty, the whole of my house full of fire. She said, I'm going to fly my door, I'm come out the whole place like, oh yes, so this whole place bright. Me I say, no man, this serious man, so I'm going to come round the corner. The whole of you done. So go back in my house, the whole of my back start cake. All the people that draw my granddaughter off of the bed, the little young one, and just, me there for the wait, them, I frighten me, look when me see she out of the door.
Stand up and wish by the pot them, they go up on the table. They look at something that go over up on the house that they saw. We could have come none at all to the front, and right here, so the fire start. We hear bloom and the house stop. And then a couple minutes after I hear the little baby say, fire, fire, daddy, fire, fire. And by if we run out and get the bucket of water and get on and turn that through the water, it does come so.
Now on the Spot News Media was also reliably informed that residents were presently on the scene trying to salvage what they could from that rubble. One teary-eyed elderly resident presently on your screen stated that she has been left with nothing but the very clothes on her back. So we'll be hearing from that elderly resident. Then we'll be also hearing from another resident that stated that back to school supplies for her children was also lost in that blaze, and all the monies that she was saving to help with back to school. Really sad, me I tell my friends. And these criminal elements continue to wreak havoc in this volatile community. Listen.
6 o'clock, I wake up this morning and I hear my sister call me and say, come here, I miss you. And when I go to her, she said to me, say, the whole I hope you about drugs. The ID, everything, my paper, tear, everything gone. I put up all money in there, so when I come back next month, I can have it for a doctor. Everything gone. When
we hear the baby ball out, say fire, fire, we run out of the house and the only thing we could have done for the back of the water, the high side and give me pussy. And then if we turn on back, my boyfriend come out of the house with the tree picking them. And all we have to do is try and lick off the fence over there and go across the fence because the front part, we couldn't come through the front part of the gate.
Everybody was asleep at the time?
Everybody was asleep and the baby, they pan fire, fire, daddy, mommy, fire, fire. And then we come and him through the water, it blaze more. In split seconds, the house flat. We have to go through the wall over there. Everything gone, every single thing. Uniform, 6 school bags. Let them get 2 bags each, school shoes, textbooks, like everything gone.
Now, the PNP caretaker for Central Kingston, Lawrence Rowe, says a peace walk is being planned with the police to reassure residents of Southside. So we're going to hear from the PNP caretaker for Central Kingston, Lawrence Rowe, as he weighs in on this latest spate of violence. Then, of course, on the Spot News Media, will most definitely be saying his piece. Listen.
Well, certainly since 2019, there has been a spate of crime and violence right across the constituency. We intend to, today there will be a walkthrough with the police to reassure the residents that investigations will be done and the justice will be brought to the perpetrators. In addition to that, we need community sensitization where we bring back the community residents together, have the conversation with them how we can resolve the conflicts better.
Now, my peeps, I could hold a serious reasoning about this genocide, Darksyde war right now. If truth be told, how long this war ya go on? Well, let me tell you now, from before Wappy even meet Philip, if even take Philip life. It's just that the names change, and of course, people get slapped with, lose them 3 pints, shut eye country land settings, and another set rise up. But at the same war from way back in the 80s, it's just that the gang them name change. So now Genocide and Darksyde war, Southside and Tel Aviv war are the same war, are just some different youth grow up now and come take it on, change up certain little things, but are the same war. This Darksyde and Genocide thing here actually are going from 2019 and that's how it really rise to prominence. And you mean for tell me say, at this, the caretaker can come within a today's day and age, but peace walk, where that I go? We have seen the superintendent who is in charge of Kingston Central. We have seen the ACP in charge of Era 4, Steve McGregor. All of them come together, them do a whole lot of things. Intervention in the space. We have seen Zozo and all of that in the space. And not never stop it. And at this, still I come with more peace and try to talk over. Listen to me, man. There can never be peace, as the great Tupac Shakur says, as long as the pistols and the heavy artilleries still out there in the streets. As long as they strap them deep on the streets, peace will never, ever happen. And it's full time now. We actually come to the realization and deal with the problem a certain type of way. You no need to lock down the community and not care who wants to get affected, whether business people, people where go to work, whatsoever the case may be, you need to do what you need to do, to curb this thing here once and for all. Sending the police and the military in forces like how you did send them in the 2010 Tivoli incursion. Me never see so much police and soldier nowhere yet. So you have the resources, deal with the problems a certain way. Send them in, flood the place with police and soldier and dig down every nook and cranny, and who if get slap way, get slap way. Who if go to prison, go to prison. Who if run away and bring back the place to order. This little peace march and negotiate with criminal. And in some instances, you give contracts, road contract, some little debushing contract to the criminal them to keep the peace, not knowing that. When you give them contract there, them just use it by more arms and ammunition and just stockpile and just wait until the security forces pull out and are knockings and clappings again. These criminal elements, them not have nothing to live for. The only thing that can stop them, have to just slap them away quick and fast and find the strap them where they in the garrisons. Yeah, man. That are the only way me see this thing I go ever stop. And the static method suggested a while ago, not only go for Southside and Tel Aviv war, it go for every garrison community right across the length and breadth of Jamaica. You know have to go just go in, flood the place with police and soldiers, slap where over slap where, prison over prison, and over runway just runway, and dig down every nook and cranny and find the strap them, flatten some old building, yeah man, and build up some brand new structure, tear down all of the zinc fences them, clear up all of the gullies and trenches them, are the only way that it can work. But me understand the psyches behind it, because you see the divide and rule method that politicians still are use, and the ghetto youths them so foolish them can't even wake up and smell the roses and see what is really happening. So I know for sure say definitely don't want to solve this thing here or break the curse with upon these communities, because you want to keep and maintain the control there over the people. Because I know for sure if the government serious about crime, me not say them can totally get rid of it right now, because that gonna take a minute. But me know if them serious about it, them can drastically reduce it if them decide to put them foot down and do the unpopular thing by doing the right thing. Yeah, man. So make we look on it that way now, my peeps. If a little no-name and popular YouTuber like myself can have and get certain pertinent information, no feel say the hierarchy of the Jamaica Constabulary Force have it too. No feel say politicians who is so deeply entrenched in the garrison communities have these same information too. No feel say them know say the boy where them call Ticka, the boy where them call Pops, the boy where them call Black Boy, Ratty, Mad Dog, Demar, among others, deeply rooted and involved in a war to see a take place right now. Them know all these names, them know all these faces, the ones that I made mention of in yesterday morning's vlog. They know of these persons, but they continue to turn a blind eye and play like they don't know, because you people, the regular members of Chan Public living in these political garrisons, are so gullible, and all you know want to hear curry goat and rice later at party headquarters, and everybody just drop arms and go put on them favorite green t-shirt and them orange t-shirt and take them favorite pair of pot cover and gone up a party headquarters, gone knock and have a jolly good time. And whilst your politicians being whisked away under sirens and under heavy police and military bodyguards. You are left to be transported back to the same garrison communities to face the music and live in the real world of harshness. So whilst your politicians is being guarded everywhere they go, your life is in total torment and constant turmoil by the same ones that are linked to these same politicians to secure them the votes they need and to give you the curry goat where uno so love and uno just totally forget the realness of what is taking place. So for the rest of the day, my peeps, I just hope the ones and ones them out there can keep these few words from the late great Robert Nesta Marley, Bob Marley, close to their hearts. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery, because none but ourselves can free our minds. Yeah, man. So anyway, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscasts. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.